Bonjour, Bon Jovi, Bonjella, Bon Tempi, Bon Thingy. Here we are again, folks, in the Conservatory of Glee, yet again, for another one of these things. Today, we're going to have a go at the Somerset Sheppy's Cider Farm. I love Sheppy. Oh, I used to love Sheppy's cider. The low alcohol classic cider, expertly blended for Marks and Spencer's, 0.5%. Our low alcohol classic cider has all the flavour of our traditional cider, but with less alcohol. Made in Somerset with a carefully selected blend of the finest traditional and dessert apples. So, this one didn't pour all over the shop, did it? We ain't done the cider for a good few years, so as you know, I used to be a bit of a cider monster in my time. I used to like cider over and above beer, really, but that was a long time ago. That is cider colour. It's also wee colour. Before I dive in, I'm getting sharp apples there on the smell. Cool, it's been a while. Don't worry, I'm not going to get addicted, it's fine. It doesn't trigger me. Cool, blimey. Wow. Is that really alcohol free? Oh, blimey. You know, it takes me back, just that smell of and the taste of the Sheppy's cider. We used to go to Somerset quite a lot for holidays and stuff. We used to go to Burnham-on-Sea, which is down Somerset way, and yeah, we used to take the kids there when they were young. And I'd always pop into Sheppy's, which is not too far away from there, but it brings back memories. And that taste brings back memories too. It takes me back. It really does taste like the original Sheppy's, you know. It's really quite sharp and really, really flavoursome. Whoa. If you didn't know any better, you would think that's got alcohol in it. It tastes exactly how I remember it. It's really quite sharp and sweet. Really quite nice. Now I'm beginning to understand why I used to be a bit of a cider monster. Of course, there'll be a lot of sugar in this, won't there? That's the problem with ciders. Is there's a lot of sugar in them, but yeah, the crispness of it is really quite special. Sheppy's is one of the best cider makers in the UK, if not the world. So if you're down in Somerset way or you're going past, make sure you pop into the shop. It's and you know, you got to like cider for a start, and they do a wide variety of ciders there. Blimey, this has taken me back. This has been like drinking a glass of memories. It's taken me back to when the kids were little, and you know, we used to take them down there and stay on the caravan site. And of course, where we used to stay down there was just along from Weston-super-Mare, so we used to go for a walk along the front there. Weston-super-Mare is quite a nice place, quite nice beach along there as well, quite a long walk along the front there, and this, it just sort of brings back all the memories of holidays when the kids were little, because because I used to pop into Sheppy's and get my cider and take it back to the caravan with me. Meaning to bring some home, but of course drinking some while I was there. Really strong apple flavour, bursting with appleness, folks. Really sharp and fresh, and makes me think of summer. It's got that really beautiful flavour to it. This is outstanding. As a 0.5% cider, this is so close to the original, you just can't. I'd be surprised if you could separate the two. If I had, of course I wouldn't because I don't drink anymore, but if I had the original in front of me, I expect it would be more or less the same as this, flavour wise. You can really smell the apples in there too. You know what, this is a special one. For all of the memories and the flavour, of course, I've got to give this is cracking. This is a 10 out of 10. It really is, because it's that good. It's that close to the original. It's got so much flavour in it. It's also got the strength in flavour as well. The profile is really strong. The apples just burst on the tongue, and it's got that sharpness to it as well that you would expect from Sheppy's. So yeah, I can't fault this one, folks. This is definitely a 10 out of 10 for me. It's amazing. It's Somerset Sheppy's Cider Farm, made on Sheppy's Cider Farm, especially for Marks and Spencer's here in the UK. A 0.5% drink, although there is no way you would know if you had this alongside the original. I remember going to the shop when I was in Somerset and buying at least 2 of each different type of cider that they do, and they do a wide variety of ciders with different types of apples, so you get a different apple profile as well. And used to have 1 or 2 happy parties. It reminds me of barbecues we used to have at the old house when I was probably in my late 30s, early 40s. We used to have quite a few barbecues. Probably have a barbecue once a year and invite all my mates round, and yeah, it reminds me of that. So it's got some good memories attached to this, and maybe that is kind of weaning me into giving it a high score. But having said that, it's still spectacular, so I'm sticking to it, folks. God bless you, and I'll see you on the next one. 10 out of 10. Ta-da!